Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Engage, where since our last session ended, since chapter 24 was completed, I have done 4 skirmishes in which the Jade Hector combo completely soloed a map of 10 level higher enemies by herself, because that combo is so ridiculously good, it's unreal. She's even made level 16. To get some more supports here, there, and everywhere, because of course 4 more things, this means 4 more times I can do recreation, 4 more times I can do various activities, and then I ran around and gifted people, and I kept gifting people, and I kept gifting people. I thought I'd just get A supports for Alear and the main team, but then I was like, oh, princes and princesses too, I better do them too, and I was like, oh, Fram Clan and Vanda, the wardens, I should probably do them too, to the point where we have well, you can look at the mini-map. Like, there's some yellow markers you can see there. Simply put, we have a ton of supports. More to the point, the only 2 people who don't have a support this time are Rosado and Cedar. So what I might do is we might have a big support session of Alear's supports, do our paralog that is remaining, and then come back and do the remaining supports. I think that sounds good. The thing is that Alear has a lot of supports. So, time to get to work on all of that jazz, hey? First of all, I'll start with a bond because Jade and Hector are just immense together. Hector makes slow unit ridiculous.
It is an honor to fight alongside you, Sir Hector. I will strive not to disappoint you.
I don't get it.
No need to be so formal. We're allies. You can relax a bit.
No auto advance there. Job done. That's only a C for them as well. She didn't even have, like, anything higher than a C. She's soloed a map. She's absolutely insane. She's got a higher rating than... She's got a 185. She's got a higher rating than Louis. This has actually happened. Speaking of Louis, we need to actually use a second seal to reclass him, because he's maxed out. So, I can just reclass to the same class, if I'm right in saying. Do I keep... Because we want him in his role. It's a good role. He keeps his stats. Does he keep allied defense or not? Interestingly, he could switch over to like a different specialization, but we'll keep him as it is. I wonder if he keeps... I'm assuming he keeps his skill. Maybe not, but we don't need it. Allied defense isn't that something that we're actually playing for or using very much. So, of course, he can keep leveling up if we do this. The fact that we get a change class screen, despite the fact he's in literally the same class... It's kind of silly, though. I'm still on the same horse. You don't have to return the old outfit. You're literally wearing the same outfit. I do wonder how that works with reclassing, because we've already technically reached level 5, and you have to reach level 22 reclass. Oh, it seems like you still keep the skill. So it's counting me maybe as over level 5. In it because I've already done that. That's cool. So, let's begin our incredibly long myriad of supports. It's Alear A time. Let's start with Saline, who's top of the list. Through some random reason. It's not even alphabetical when you look at it.
If I worried you the other day, Divine One, I sincerely apologize.
What happened to the highwaymen attacking those tea shipments?
We supplied funds to heighten the caravan's security. Then they let the thieves escape, which led our new security forces directly to their stronghold. I just came from giving the order to eliminate their base.
I see.
They are bandits, but they are still Firenese, and I have now signed their death warrant. I would do it again, without hesitation. No one, not one soul, can be suffered to violate Firene's peace.
But it must have been a painful choice.
It wasn't. Anguish is one of the few privileges not afforded to those in my position.
I know you have to harden your heart, but you have a heart all the same.
Your empathy is appreciated. There is nothing I would not do to protect my kingdom. I would draw my blade for peace without hesitation. I have steeled myself for it all my life. Even so, I find no satisfaction in what must be done. I worry that is a mark of weakness in me.
That's not weakness. It's kindness. It's the same kindness that's reflected in the Firenese character.
You are most generous, Divine One.
That was quite a short support. But we've got a conclusion to the tea heists. Bonforger Plus and Holy Shield. And all the stuff including Oligaludia. Right, with Jade, because Jade deserved a reward, and that's a support of Alear due to the crazy unit that she has become in skirmishes, or carrying us through it.
Jade, are you okay?
Yes, Divine One. I just made it back.
Thank goodness. You don't look hurt. But I can't believe you did something so reckless. Sneaking out to ambush those bandits at their hideout all by yourself? Unbelievable.
I knew the risk I was taking. I had to settle things once and for all. If I didn't, their revenge plots might have dragged on forever. Everything is fine now. The bandits have been defeated and placed in military custody. I made sure to leave a lasting impression. And plenty of bruises. They won't be back. Thank you for being so concerned. You won't have to worry about my safety anymore.
Amazing. You took care of it all on your own, just like you said you would. I admit, I'm a bit disappointed. I really hoped that I would be able to help you with this.
Oh, I would never drag you into my unresolved business like that, Divine One.
Why not? We're friends, Jade.
Friends.
What's wrong?
I'm just happy. I know I can be hard to read sometimes. I'm not very good at expressing my emotions, but I am sorry for making you worry. Thank you for caring about me, Divine One.
You're very welcome, Jade.
Jade soloing a bandit hideout is entirely within the realm of possibility with Hector on her side. I've seen it with my own eyes. Jade's just that good. Harmonites are just great in this game. I love them. Bonet. Even got him up.
Divine One, I owe you an apology for my rudeness the other day.
We talked through it, and I got my clothing washed. All fine.
Yes, but what you told me, that there is more to great cooking than knowing all the flavors. I dove back into my culinary training to better understand what you meant, what I'm missing.
You did?
Yes. After we spoke, I retreated to the kitchen and have been cooking all this time. I worked from morning to night to cook up a dish inspired by that sauce stain.
Wow. All this because I spilled something on my clothes.
Still, I could not find an answer. And as I verged on despair, a thought came to mind. How about instead of worrying about this, I make food the Divine One would enjoy? So that's what I did. And the taste of the resulting dish far exceeded my expectations. That's the secret to great cooking, isn't it? Caring for the people you're cooking for.
Absolutely. I completely agree. It's about caring for people, not knowing every flavor and recipe under the sun.
Divine One, I'm sorry that I made you uncomfortable.
It's okay. I still support you, even if I had to draw the line. I have no doubt that one day, you will be the world's best chef.
Thank you. You know, I have that dish right here if you'd like to try it.
Of course. I'd love to.
Nom nom nom. Alright, we managed to get one of our wards Frem up to. Gift giving is the key. I did use about like 18,000 in cash to get all these A's, to be fair, but I got them in the end. And I had to get Zelkov's in the end because Zelkov, I'll go somewhere before I see Zelkov's first of all. Let's see Frem.
Fram, I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't mean to upset you.
Nah, it's okay. I'm sorry for bursting into tears like that. I've just felt really attached to you since you woke up. No, scratch that. Since before you woke up. I used to sit and chat with you about my life.
Really?
Yeah. If something exciting happened, I'd tell you the good news with a big smile on my face. Or if something was making me sad, I'd sit next to you and have a good cry about it. You were always so easy to talk to. Every single day I sat there and waited for you to wake up.
I didn't realize that.
I knew you couldn't actually hear me. I was just living out my own little fantasy. But then you woke up. I was so excited to talk to you for real. I got kinda carried away.
Fram, I have a request. Please go back to cheering for me like you did before.
What? But you said...
I did. But that was before I knew you kept me company for so long. As far as I'm concerned, you can be as loud and distracting as your heart desires.
Oh, Divine One! You're every bit as amazing as I always imagined! Okay. I, Fram, a president of the DDFC, swear to continue my wholehearted support. As your #1 fan, I'll keep cheering for you with all my heart and soul.
Perfect. I wouldn't have it any other way.
The Divine One looked right at me!
And that's how she became the Racket of Somniel. Too true, too true. So yeah, I was like, I also have to get support of Zelkov, because Zelkov... We've seen him multiple times randomly up this part next to the Wyvern Ride, but there was nothing really up in that corner. But I didn't realise that this has been done. It made a statue. He made the statue. Behold my creation, the divine dragon's likeness. An ideal symbol for a holy place, no? So I had to get an A as well.
Today's work is complete. Now I am free to kill time until sleep arrives.
Ah, Zelkov. I've been waiting for you.
Divine One?
I finished my tasks early today, so I came here. I hope you don't mind.
I don't mind, but the way you are speaking, do you mean to suggest a deeper meaning?
Perhaps I do. Perhaps some of your influence has rubbed off on me, Zelkov.
You should not want to walk the path I walk. People will look at you strangely.
Let them. I don't care what they think. I'm just amusing myself and killing time by speaking in a profound way.
Oh, no, no, no. Please, Divine One, do not allow yourself to be influenced by someone like me.
Why not?
We lead very different lives, Divine One. You have an important purpose to fulfill. I am a terrible influence. Please, you must follow a path more fitting to your station.
I don't think I will. Not in this room, anyway.
What do you mean?
It's true that there are differences between you and me, Zelkov. But here in this room, what do those differences matter? All we're doing is killing time.
I deeply regret filling your head with rubbish.
Please don't apologize. Go on. Tell me more about your collection.
Very well. What should I talk about next? Ah, this here is perfect. A list of the most mysterious words to emphasize, to suggest a deeper meaning.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Honestly, the best line in that was literally why not, because it was so short that you really didn't have to emphasize something there, so when it ended up as why not? It was great. That's the best one so far, yeah, sure. Totally worth getting that one as an 8. Yeah. Thanks, Zelkov. Good friends, speaking profound. What we do now. We do that in the room only, though, so no one else can see us. We got an A with Ander.
Shall I attend to your weapons and armor, Divine One?
No need. I've got time, so I'll take care of it myself.
Understood. Then I shall turn my attention to other tasks by your leave.
Thank you for being so diligent.
Of course, Divine One. It is nothing. Nothing at all.
Is something troubling you?
May I have but a moment of your time?
You may. What is it?
Some time back, Divine One, you spoke of how you and Queen Lumera are different people. Having served humbly beneath you both, I have observed quite a few similarities. In fact, I observed some of your similarities just now.
How so?
You are thoughtful and kind to everyone. In turn, you are well loved by all you meet. If there is any difference between you, I think it is only that you are still growing. You have a bright, limitless future ahead. It is my desire to support you in that future.
Vander,
I hope that I have not offended you. I wanted only to speak from the heart.
No, I'm happy you opened up to me like this. It's as you say. I've still got a lot to learn. If I grow enough, hopefully I'll become more like my mother. Someone people can count on.
I am certain that you can and will, Divine One. That is why I am here serving you.
As long as you're with me, guiding me, I can also feel certain that things will work out. Please continue to lend me your strength. Someday, when I'm stronger, I'll lend you mine.
Of course, Divine One.
That'll never come. He's actually not one of our strongest units in certain, at least statistically, with amount of numbers of stats. Vander is an A. It's Sfagado next. We're going to Som. But not with the racket. No, sir.
Well, well. Training hard again, I see.
Divine One, what are you doing here? I thought you agreed to forget what you saw. So, why did you come back?
I'm sorry. It's just, you've been training so hard and in secret. I thought you could use some company.
Oh, the Divine One worrying about me. How'd I get so lucky?
Fogado, I'd like to do something nice for you.
I appreciate the gesture, but I'm kind of a prince, so there's really not much I need.
How about that dinner you wanted? Let's have a meal and get to know each other better.
You want to have dinner? And eat it together?
I do.
I can't say I'm not tempted. I mean, dinner with a dragon, but I can't right now. Sorry.
You're turning me down? Ouch.
No, it's just... Dinner with you is like the ultimate reward. And I haven't earned it yet. I want to keep that carrot dangling for a while. Give myself something to strive for.
I see. I just hope it lives up to your expectations. I'll be ready when you are.
Thanks. Well then, it's back to work for me. Bringing the best banter and psalm to the Sentinels. And to my people.
I feel like plotting how to make that dinner an absolute farce. Fogado was like hyping himself up to have dinner with me. I'm gonna have like ribs and I'm just gonna wipe all my hands on my white clear. Just eat like an absolute barbarian. Yes, totally. Unica, will we find out more about her secretness? Because this is probably the only way we are going to versus anyone else.
What would you like to talk about today, Yunaka?
This isn't easy for me, but I want you to know why I've had a hard time telling the truth. So, I'm just going to lay it all out there, okay? The truth is, I used to be...
It's all right. You don't have to tell me.
But
I can see how hard this is for you. It's obvious just looking at your face. I told you before that I won't pry. It really is as simple as that.
You're really okay with me keeping a secret from you like this?
Of course. I have secrets too, you know. There's no need to make yourself uncomfortable. I only want to hear what you are ready to tell me.
Thank you. Sincerely, what I'm ready to say is that I'm truly grateful to have a friend like you in my life. I feel like I've finally found that place in the world I was looking for, you know? That's entirely thanks to you. And I won't forget it. I'm glad to fight for you and all our friends.
I really appreciate that, Yunaka.
I'll tell you all I can about my past. But I think the present is what matters. Us, here and now. We're just getting to know each other. There's so much more to say. It's like an adventure.
An adventure. I like that. I look forward to continuing this journey with you, Yunaka.
It's like she wanted to say, but then we cut her off. Oh, Christ is next. We're going the Brodia with both of the Brodia brothers, by the look of things.
Alchrist, there's another wolf. It's heading toward you. Look out! Yes, I see it.
Why are you standing still? We need to get to safety.
It's okay, Divine One. I can handle this. Smell that, boy? I brought some jerky with me. Come on, eat up.
I don't believe it. Alcris just tamed that wolf.
This is the same wolf that almost attacked you before, Divine One. You'd better head back up the mountain now. Stay safe out there, okay?
When did you two become friends?
I've been coming here to practice my archery. He keeps showing up to watch. We were pretty tense around each other at first, but then I remembered your advice.
Which advice was that?
You said I should handle things my own way. I didn't want to attack the wolf, so I relaxed. He must have sensed that because he relaxed in kind. Now it's like we're friends.
Alcris, that's amazing!
Thank you. It was all because of your guidance. Oh, what am I doing? I'm thanking the Divine Dragon in such an informal manner. I should...
Please, Alcris, no more throwing yourself at my feet.
Huh?
Don't be upset. Your apologies are impressive, but you could stand to, well, stand more often. If you really want to thank me, that wolf did look awfully friendly toward you. Could you help me win him over?
Well, that should be easy. Just bring some jerky next time. Then we can all play together.
I'll do just that. Can't wait. Thank you, Alcris.
Yes, Alcris needs to be a wolf bow knight. It's not possible, but why not? Diamant is up next. Diamant, who is continuing his diplomacy, probably.
Divine One, are you training?
Yes. I can't shake this feeling that I'm not strong enough. The truth is, I'm worried, and I feel weak. How can I restore peace to the world in this state?
Huh.
What is it, Diamant?
It's just surprising. I never would have guessed that the Divine One had doubts like this.
Of course I do. I worry a lot. My plate is full, and caterpillars keep dropping on it. You know what I mean, right?
Yes. And I see what you meant earlier about vulnerability. I feel closer to you too.
Really? All of a sudden? But you've seen this side of me before. I fled from that corrupted soldier in such a panic.
I remember. What I mean is, you make me feel safe enough to discuss my deepest concerns. If it weren't for you, I might still be clutching that medal and thinking about my father. I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Divine One.
I feel the same way. I appreciate having an ally to confide in too. I suspect we have a lot in common.
You might be right.
Let's keep this up. We may seem guarded to the others, but I'll always be open to chat with you.
That's another A reached. How many more do we have? Ain't that the question? How many more did I generate? The answer is an absolute ton. Yes, it is. Chloe is next up.
You know, I've noticed how often you bring up your wish to live a fairy tale life.
Uh-huh. I've wanted that for myself ever since I was a child. I was born into a noble family. Everything in my life was planned out for me by my parents. My role as a noble daughter was to get married and then devote myself to my partner's family. They wouldn't even let me eat the street food I love so much. It wasn't ordinary for a noble girl. I hated every part of that life.
I had no idea.
The life I wanted for myself was free, thrilling, and very out of the ordinary.
I didn't mean to stir up so many painful memories, Chloe.
Oh, it's okay. They're just memories. And my dream came true when I got to be a knight, meeting Princess Saline, and you let me live the kind of life I always fantasized about. Isn't fighting alongside the Divine Dragon and the royal family better than any fairy tale?
When you put it like that, you might be right.
I wonder if they'll tell stories about this war someday.
It's certainly possible. And when they do, I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up as a major character in them.
What? I never thought about that. But it's a nice idea. I must become the kind of virtuous knight little kids aspire to be when they hear the story.
You're already well on your way there, Chloe.
Thanks, Divine One.
It helps her become a main character when there is literally only one Peg Knight. And I know that everyone can become a Griffin Knight, but still, do you know what I mean? Usually there's something to choose from. Not that we generally go outside of the first one, or at least I don't. There's usually like a trio, a Peg Sisters. Where my triangle attack at, you know? Hard not to include her when she's providing a unique service very early on. Timera, our racket of Somme.
Hey, Divine One, it's meat o'clock. You in?
That depends. Will there be a surprise bandit hunting trip this time?
No, I promise. It's just you, me, and some fresh grilled hunks of meat. I got a nice haul from the latest hunting trip, and I want to share the spoils.
All right. In that case, I'd be happy to partake. I'm so full I can hardly move. I must say, that was delicious. Good job at the grill.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Okay, before you get mad, I really did intend for this to be a plain old picnic. But there are some thugs surrounding us, and it looks like they have other ideas.
What? I thought we cleared them out.
I thought so too. There must have been a hideout I missed in my investigation.
There are a lot of them.
I'll create a breach and you run through to safety.
Good plan. But here's another to consider. Let's take them all out and eliminate the bandit threat once and for all. If we do that, everyone in this entire region will feel much more safe.
Hate to admit it, but I like that better.
I guess you're rubbing off on me.
Come on, let's make sure these jerks never ruin a picnic again.
Right behind you.
Eating meat, beating up bandits is what we do. It's Lady Anna next. It's the way her voice actress does the voice. It's Lady Anna. It's great.
How are the necklaces coming along?
Hey, Divine One. Happy to report that I'm about halfway done.
Wow, these are turning out really cute.
Credit to you for the idea. Seriously, thank you. Sorry I complained to you before. If I can pull this off, there'll be no more complaints from me.
That's very grown up of you. Although everyone complains sometimes, even adults. If something's frustrating you, you can always talk to me about it.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear you say that. I really owe you for this, Divine One. Oh, that reminds me. I was thinking I'd call these necklaces Divine Dragon Pendants.
What? I appreciate the thought, but maybe you should name them something that would sell better.
Oh, it's so cute that you're shy about it. But I'm definitely calling them that now.
Come on. Why don't you sleep on it? I'm sure you can come up with something punchier.
La 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 la, I can't hear you. As soon as I finish the rest of these babies up, they'll sell out on day one.
Well, I guess I can let the name slide as long as you're enjoying yourself. Fingers crossed that business booms for you, Lady Anna.
I mean, it will, because she's basically taken your name as a branding opportunity and is not cutting you in on it, maybe? You've been had. Totally. Divine Dragon Pendants sell like hotcakes in this land for that branding opportunity, you know? We've got Ivy next.
Ivy, can I ask why you call me your deity?
During all the hardest moments of my life, the one thing I could turn to was the Divine Dragon. My faith in you gave me strength to survive.
Survive what, exactly?
My whole world. The place where I was born. Elyos Castle is a den of treachery and double-dealing. No one is safe there, and the worst part is, I had no escape. My mother was at the center of every scheme. I was forced to be near every foul conspiracy.
Your own mother?
In her world, every smile is a dagger looking for a back to stab. I hated that place. I hated what it did to everyone who set foot there. The one thing that kept me from despair was my faith. My faith in the divine dragon.
But why me?
At first, I worshipped merely to be contrary. They chose the fell dragon, so I chose divine. It was a small, invisible act of rebellion. But it was what I needed. The more I thought about you and your life, the more I knew I didn't belong in the castle.
I'm glad to have been some help, if only indirectly.
Forgive me. To experience your kindness in such a familiar way is an intense thing for me. Could you please act a little more like a deity?
Understood. I'll try to be more considerate.
In all seriousness, Divine One, you are my strength, even now. Thank you.
So which one is my waifu or husbando? None of them. I haven't got a choice to do that. So that said, I've only ever had a choice once, and that's, what was it? That's 3 houses, right? And I basically chose by MVP status. So in that sense...
Thank you for your help, Divine One. I always have such trouble deciding on gifts to buy for my brothers.
It was nothing. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to get any gift from their big brother. How's the letter going, by the way? You said you were going to send one with the gifts?
That was my original intent, but I think I've reconsidered.
Why's that?
Well, the purpose of the letter and gifts was that I wasn't sure when next I shall be home. But when it came time to put pen to paper, I found myself merely staring at the blank page.
I wouldn't worry about the best way to say it. Just write whatever you feel.
Something from the heart. How are you? I am doing well. Those are the beginnings of a rather childish letter.
No, it's like the gift. They'll be happy to hear from you no matter what you say. The important thing is to make it clear. Take any chance you get to tell them how you feel.
Wise words. You are correct, of course. Thank you. I shall include a letter after all. And so long as I'm writing to them, I shall tell them all about you.
Me?
My brother should know how wonderful you are. You won't object to me introducing a precious friend to my family, will you?
Aw, Louis. You're embarrassing me. But yeah, that'd be nice.